Hi again, and greetings from Northern Michigan. This is Bob Townsend from Flat Earth Can't Science, and today we're going to introduce a new section. Rather than do a regular episode, we're going to ask the Flat Earth rhetorical question of the day. Well, let's jump right in and introduce our players. First is Shed Troll Dell from Beyond the Imaginary Curve. And opposing him, we have a delicious plate of Haggis Nachos. Let's ask each contestant a series of rather simple questions, and we'll all be the judge to see who answers them the best. We're going to present the case from the pilot episode of Flat Earth Can't Science. This was a 21.2-mile line-of-sight observation over open water in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Okay, question number one. Here's the map of the observation. Can we all agree that this is along a shoreline of the Atlantic Ocean in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and that sea level is uniform throughout the entire area? Haggis Nachos, you won the toss, so you'll answer first. Okay, so Haggis Nachos had a look and agrees that this is a seashore that goes throughout the area and is at sea level. Dell responds with his standard, it's sea level, not sea curve. After consulting some of the fellow judges, I think we can give a point to each. Okay, question number two. This is the Renaissance Center in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Google Earth says it's approximately 250 feet wide and it is 264 feet tall at the air conditioning room at the top right. There's a 5-story parking garage right in front of it, and as you can see, it's built right on the beach. You can't see the water, but it's just off to the left. We'll see that later. So, question number two is, are we comfortable with these measurements? Well, here's our answers. First, Dell says that he didn't measure it himself, but he did ask if I would fly him to Myrtle Beach so he could run a tape down the building. Haggis Nachos went to Google Earth, pulled up the building, and did the measurements themselves and confirm them. We're going to award a point to the Haggis. Dell, you really should have used a little creativity to figure this out. We do have high hopes for improvement for you, though, Dell, so let's go to the next question. Okay, question number three. Here's the Renaissance Center from 13.2 miles. You can see the parking garage there on the right, marked by the green arrow, and we've taken some measurements. So question number three is, even though we may have a little bit of a mirage on the bottom of the building, it is still a relatively square building. Might have a little bit of loss of height, but we can definitely see the parking garage on the right. Okay, Haggis Nachos did their own measurements, and they do seem to conform to this, and the parking garage is confirmed to be on the right. Dell seems to be getting a little hungry. Come on, Dell, let's keep in focus here. We're going to have Haggis 3, Dell 1. Okay, next question. Can we agree that both these locations are on the shoreline next to the beach? Using Google Earth, we were able to find an above sea level height for both of them. And our answer? Dell, you already used that one. We know it's sea level, not sea curve. But you've already used that, so we can't give you a point. Haggis Nacho, thank you for confirming everything. Point Nachos. Okay, next question, number 5. This is the final location, 21.2 miles from the Renaissance Center. Can we agree at the location that it is 7 feet above sea level and on the shore? Okay, Haggis Nachos actually went to Google Earth, confirmed everything again, including the final location. Well, Dell responds with his standard 2 questions, show me curvature and show me bendy water. Well, Dell, that's the answer you normally give people when they ask you hard questions on your website. This is a contest between you and a Haggis Nacho. We kind of need your answers, Dell. Haggis, you get another point. Dell, try and do a little better. Okay, last question here. This is the Renaissance Center from 21.2 miles. Can we see the 5-story parking garage to the right, and is the building still square? We can see a clear horizon, and we are missing 187 feet of that building. Where did it go, and why can't we see it? Okay, Dell doesn't want to accept photographic evidence anymore because it shows him something that he doesn't like. I'm sorry, Dell, these pictures were taken by a flat earther, and that's just a cop-out. Haggis Nachos, on the other hand, confirms the loss of height of the building and makes the connection between this loss of height and the curvature of the Earth. Haggis Nachos also recognizes that this matches the curve of the Earth calculator. For extra points, Haggis Nachos realizes that there are no locks or waterfalls between this observation point and the hotel, so therefore the water is curving around with the Earth. This is shown by the fact that sea level is maintained throughout this photo, but one sea level is 187 feet lower than the other sea level. So our final score is actually Dell 1, Haggis Nachos 6. I think we have a clear winner, don't you? So our final conclusion is that Dell from beyond the imaginary curve is dumber than a plate of Haggis Nachos. This is Bob Townsend signing out from Northern Michigan. Talk to you soon.